All right, let's jump right in. In this explainer, we're going to pull back the curtain on two of the biggest buzzwords out there, artificial intelligence and machine learning. We're going to go from 0 to 60, from the basic ideas all the way to how you can actually start using this stuff yourself. Ready? Let's do this.
So, let me ask you a quick question. Did you happen to unlock your phone with your face this morning?
Or, how about this? Did you get a movie recommendation from a streaming service that was so good it was kind of freaky? If you said yes to either of those, well, you've already used some pretty powerful AI today.
And you're not alone. In fact, one survey found something pretty wild. While only about a third of people think they use AI, a whopping 77% of us are interacting with an AI-powered service every single day. Most of the time, we don't even notice it's happening. So it's pretty clear this technology is already baked into our daily lives. But that leads to the million-dollar question: what is it? Like, what are we really talking about when we say AI? Okay, so let's start with the big picture here. Artificial intelligence, or AI, this isn't some new fad. It's actually a huge dream that scientists and thinkers have been chasing for decades. When you boil it all down, AI is this huge field of computer science that's all about one thing: building machines that can do stuff that normally takes human brains. We're talking about things like learning, figuring out tricky problems, and even making judgments. You know, a really great way to picture this is to think of AI as a giant tree. The entire tree, from the roots to the leaves, represents that big, ambitious goal: creating intelligent machines. It's the whole shebang. Now, for years and years, the way we tried to build this tree was, honestly, pretty clunky. Programmers would sit there and try to write millions of simple rules. You know, stuff like, if an email has the word free money, then mark it as spam. It kind of worked, but it was super rigid. It couldn't learn or adapt to anything new. And that is when the big breakthrough happened. This is where a whole new idea called machine learning comes onto the scene and completely changes the game. Okay, so this is the absolute key difference right here. With that old school AI, we fed the computer the rules. With machine learning, we flipped that completely. We started feeding the computer tons and tons of data and let the machine figure out the rules on its own. It's like, instead of describing what a cat looks like, we just showed it a million pictures of cats and said, you tell us what a cat is. So machine learning, or ML, isn't a separate thing. It's a branch of that big AI tree. But it's the most important branch. It's the powerful, roaring engine that's actually making modern AI possible. It's what allows these systems to get smarter all by themselves. So how does a machine actually learn? Well, it mostly boils down to three main styles. The most popular is called supervised learning. This is like you're a teacher giving the computer a bunch of examples with the answers in the back of the book. Then there's unsupervised learning, where it's more like being a detective. You just dump a massive box of clues, data, on its desk, and it has to find the hidden patterns all on its own. And finally, there's reinforcement learning, which is basically learning through trial and error, kind of like training a dog with treats when it does the right thing. Okay, so that's all the theory. But how does this stuff jump from a computer lab into the real world? You know, the tools that you're using every single day. Let's connect the dots. I mean, think about it. Your email's spam filter that just knows what junk mail looks like, that's machine learning. Netflix guessing exactly what show you want to binge next, that's ML. Google Maps seeing a traffic jam forming in real time and rerouting you, yep, that's it too. This stuff isn't science fiction anymore. It's just life. So we figured out what AI is, we know how it works, but here's where it gets really, really exciting. What if you could flip the switch and go from being someone who just uses AI to someone who creates with it and even makes a good living doing it? And listen, you do not need to be a coding wizard or build the next big thing to get in on this. The biggest opportunity for most people right now is actually way simpler. Just helping all those businesses out there who know they need AI but have absolutely no clue where to start. And the potential here is no joke. We're talking about total beginners, people with zero technical background who are already earning a significant income, sometimes as much as $500 a day, just by offering simple services powered by AI. So what does that even look like? Well, you could use AI tools to help write articles and blog posts. I mean, those text generators have been trained on basically the entire internet. That's supervised learning in action. You could use AI image generators to create incredible graphics.
or get into AI video editing, or even create and sell digital products like business plans or ebooks. Let's take a really popular side hustle, right? A faceless YouTube channel. The old way took forever, but with AI, the whole thing is on easy mode. You pick a topic, use an AI to write a script, use another AI to generate a realistic voiceover and find video clips, and boom. What used to take a whole week can now be done in an afternoon. Okay, so you're probably thinking, this all sounds amazing, but where do I possibly start? It can feel like trying to drink from a fire hose, I get it. But it doesn't have to be. Let's map out a super realistic game plan for your first 30 days. Here's a simple path. In week 1, just do one thing. Pick a lane. Writing, video, design, whatever. Then just play around with 1 or 2 tools for it. That's it. In week 2, start making stuff. Just samples, to see what you actually like doing. By week 3, you can throw together a little portfolio of your best work. And by week 4, you can start putting yourself out there. It's that simple. And the best part is, you don't need to take out a loan for fancy software. Your starting toolkit can be really simple and cheap, or even free. For writing, you've got tools like ChatGPT. For design, Canva is incredible. And for video editing, things like CapCut have totally changed the game. The cost to get started has basically dropped to 0. But listen, I want to leave you with probably the most important piece of advice in all of this. The people who are winning right now aren't necessarily the smartest coders or the fastest workers. They're just the ones who are consistent. They're the ones who show up and do a little bit day after day. So look, we've seen how AI went from this far-off sci-fi dream to a real-world, powerful tool that is shaping everything. It can be a tool for your art, your work, and yeah, even your wallet. But here's the thing about a tool. It just sits there until someone picks it up. So the real question, the only question that matters now, is where are you going to start?